everybody. Welcome back. It's another episode of Tell Me More with Tony Moore. Hopefully you saw my earlier chat with Alex Newell from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. We had a great little Kiki and caught up with him. Now it is time to add a good Judy of mine. I bother her every morning, and we usually talk sometimes throughout the day. But she is a wonderful talent. You guys saw her as the queen of the party on Rupaul's Drag Race season 10, and she is everything. And so we're going to have a cute little chat, and then she's going to give some advice to y'all who are in need of advice. So let me bring her on in. Look at her. She was ready. I hope her internet works. She rich, so she should have that good high-speed internet. There she is. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Look at you all fresh face.
How are you?
I'm good. You know, the quarantine is doing you great.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing nothing but rest. You know, rest is good for the body and soul.
Listen, I think that's what a lot of people need is rest. Actually, what a lot of people need to do is stay in their house.
Can we really talk about that, though?
Can we talk? Because, okay, now we were talking earlier, this is the staycation that everybody has been asking for, right? You can, like, catch up on some stuff. You can, like, clean that room you've been trying to clean. You can, like, organize your life, get some sleep, all that kind of stuff. Why was everybody at the beach and at the park and hiking this weekend? Now, the governor said,
no, ma'am.
We done fooling with y'all.
Tried to give y'all a little something, and then you're going to fuck it up.
we tried to say, listen, we ain't on lockdown. You can go outside if need be. If you need to take a walk, you can. But no, everybody want to push it to the limit. Everybody want to just,
No, bitch.
No.
I was so angry seeing people's posts. People on my own timeline talking about, at Runyon. And I'm like, why?
No. Let me tell you, I go for a walk every morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally go right down the street and I walk around the school that's near my house, and then I bring it on back to the house.
What's the problem with walking around your neighborhood? Just do a little quick walk around the block, jog around the block. Like, if you need to get out the house, I understand because a lot of people do get stir crazy.
Yep.
But you really have to go to the most populated, busy hiking area in all of LA County.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can have a hashtag and post a picture. Girl, bye. Get out of here
No,
with that.
That's not the quarantine life we looking for.
No, and what people are not understanding is we don't know much about what this shit is. They're only telling us so much so that they're not causing too much panic. At first they said, okay, it's only affecting older people. And so everyone's like, oh, I don't have to worry. I'm not elderly. I'm fine. But look, bitches is popping up sick and shit.
Did you hear when they said, black people can't get it?
Baby, I saw that and I said, what the fuck?
Listen, now I know that we are all good on home remedies. You know, my grandmother said a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar can cure everything.
Look at bitch.
Bitch. You're not about to show me that apple cider vinegar.
Bitch. Bitch, when I tell you, ever since this shit went down, I've been taking my 2 teaspoons in my water. You supposed to do it every morning, bitch. I've been doing it 3 times a motherfucking day. I ain't never got this almost empty on some apple cider vinegar, bitch. I ain't never.
Now look, what else you need to be doing? You need to put some Vicks on your chest, and you need to put some rubbing alcohol on your temples.
And let how I flip this shit. And you need to be wearing socks. Cover your feet.
Cover your footses.
Cover them, honey. If you don't cover your feet, that's how you get the cold.
My roommate went out yesterday and it was raining and he didn't have no jacket on. I said, oh, that's how you catch pneumonia. You ain't got no jacket on.
Go out in the night air, in that crisp air like that. No.
That don't make no sense.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Why do you think they call it a cold? Because you was out in the cold. Think about it.
Because you was out in the cold and you caught the cold. Why do you smell like outside?
That's it. That's why it's called the cold.
Why you smell like outside? Because you was outside.
Because you was outside. And you know what outside smell like.
And right now it smells like you because you done been outside and done brought that in the house.
I remember when we were little, my mom would be like, oh my God, y'all smell like outside. And I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? What is outside? That's outside.
That means everything outside came inside on you. So, okay. So, first off, thank you for being here. This is my way of like doing stuff and keeping myself together. And I actually like doing these. Like, I actually like being able to Kiki with people.
It's fun. It's fun
cute
to stay connected with people while we're all stuck.
Yes.
You know, enjoy each other's company, you know, through the screen and stay connected. I think it's important.
I think it is too, because I think that in this time, more so than ever, we're looking to connect with people. So, like, do that. But let me tell you, some of these relationships, they're going to look real different after the quarantine.
Because people ain't got nowhere to escape. People ain't got nowhere to escape to get away from people. See.
So listen, that excuse of I'm busy, I got a full schedule today. It's like, do you?
You ain't got shit to do.
You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't supposed to be doing nothing but sitting in the house.
So why didn't you answer my phone calls? I know you hear that phone ring because you ain't got shit else to do but be on the phone.
Nothing.
Scrolling, looking at other people's shit.
Okay, so let's talk about Drag Race a little bit. Because, you know, everybody, you know, has to talk to you about Drag Race. Because, you know, that's forever going to be your life.
Talking about Drag Race. I enjoy it.
How many times did you audition for Drag Race before you got on it?
I started auditioning season 2.
Shut up.
Well, no. Let me stop lying.
So you gonna start this by lying? You gonna start this off by lying?
I was like, wait, hold on. So what happened was I started after season 2. So when Raven and Morgan got on, that's when I was like, what the fuck? These bitches on TV. I need to be on TV. Shit. Because what happened back then, they used to come scouting for girls. There was no audition shit. They would just come and they would be like, hey, we're doing this TV show. You look awesome.
Right.
Are you interested? And
you know,
season 1, they came to Mickey's, and then season 2, they came to Mickey's. And they were looking for girls. And season 1, we were like, no, what the fuck? What is that? And then we saw it, and we're like, oh shit, this is like, it was legit. So when it came back around, I remember asking Morgan and Raven, I was like, are we gonna do this? And they were like, girl, no. And I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not even trying either. And they fucking did it. Them bitches did it and didn't even tell me, and I was moted, bitch. And the only way I found out was Morgan called me over the day that she was leaving. And she was like, can you come over and help me with something? And I'm like, yeah. So I went to her house, and I saw all these, like, suitcases and shit. And I'm like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I can't talk about it, but I'll be back if you need anything. Or here's my, my dad's information. Check in on him and la, la, la. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this bitch really going to do a TV show? And I was like, y'all auditioned without me? I said, fuck.
Y'all evil bitches didn't even tell a bitch.
I was like, I thought we was a united front. We wasn't going to do it. I learned my lesson. Don't listen to your friends. Do what you need to do, bitch.
If it's in your spirit to do it, make sure you go do it.
And don't tell nobody. Keep your shit to yourself.
Until right before you go do it, then be like, oh.
No, where are you going? I don't know.
Well, speaking of Morgan, we had a good time on her videos too, Ass Like Mine. That was the best little skit. Where's that on the map? I don't know. And none of that was planned. None of that was planned at all. It's like
I died, bitch. Because sometimes I forget the shit that I be saying. I'd be like, just saying shit, and then people just start laughing. I'm like, wait, was that funny?
no, it was hilarious. But we had a good time. Like everybody was. It didn't feel like a shoot. It felt like we just came to party real quick, and then we gonna leave. The most important thing is that they have food, which
I'm never mad when craft services is right.
Listen, I was at craft services until they called me back on set. They were like, Tony, we need you. I was like,
oh. Hey, because when they brought them sandwiches in, I was like, hold on, let me get over here real quick.
Them heels came off. They were like,
I'll be right back. You guys don't need me, right?
Y'all be okay. You know what? I don't need to be in this shot. Just
I'm
until
not in the shot, right?
I went over there.
Corner.
Oh, so when you finally made it on Drag Race, did you have any expectations going into it? Because by season 10, we've seen so much that the show can do for someone's drag career. And I think you and I have talked about this before Drag Race, like your notoriety in the drag world was being a pageant girl and having a title. And then came Drag Race, and then was like, oh, who are these girls? So after seeing all this, like, what did you have any expectations going in? Oh, speaking of, look at Morgan. Look at Morgan.
She in here?
She in there.
Speaking of the devil. Hi, Hassan.
Hi. So what were your expectations if you had any?
You know, I didn't go with any expectations because I knew, even though I got a lot of advice from my friends who had been on it from before, I knew that I could not rely on that. I knew that it was going to be different. I knew that they knew Drag Race. I knew Drag Race knew I would probably enter with a lot of information that people have given me, and I would not be able to use any of that. So I was like, I had to go with no expectations. I had to be like, all right, let's see what happens, what they throw at me, and just run with it.
Listen, let me tell you what we weren't expecting. That cartwheel in a dress.
Oh, baby. And you know what? Morgan is the one that fucking was like, kind of like, signaled at me. Just one thing I remember. So when I walked onto the stage, Chad was the first girl I saw, and they all were staring there, and they're all mean mugging. They were supposed to mean mug all the bitches, and so I walked up, and I'm like, and I see Chad, and Chad just kind of looks at me and was like, mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And she's like, girl, just do it. And I'm like, all right. So as I'm doing my little runway, I see Morgan, and Morgan just gives me the eye, and me and Morgan have that synergy. We don't have to talk. We just look at each other. And she was just like,
like, bitch, you know what you need to do.
You know what to do. Fucking do it. And I was like, oh, let me just act up real quick. Let me flip in this fucking gown and turn everyone out. Bitch. And as soon as I did that, I saw everyone's face like,
Bitch, even I, because, you know, I was used to you performing and everything like that, but I had never seen a cartwheel from the Mayhem of the Millers. And I said, oh.
I reposted that, and someone had commented, they were like, I didn't know you moved. And I said, I move when I want to.
It's not that I can't. It's just that if I don't feel the need.
If I don't need to. Well, and that goes to, like, how I feel about drag and today's performing styles and stuff. I feel a lot of people rely on doing gimmicks and tricks in order to entertain people. Yeah. And I really wanted to steer my drag in a different direction when I was, you know, for the past years of me doing it. I didn't want to be known as one of those girls who only can do this and only can do that. I've always been like, no, let me show you the range of what I can do and not rely on all that shit. Because what happens when you can't death drop? What happens when you can't flip? What happens when, you know, you break your leg or something? What else do you have to rely on as an artist in order to entertain a crowd?
Yeah.
Can you command an audience with just standing there?
Exactly.
A lot
Exactly.
of people can't do that.
Nope. It definitely takes a special kind of performer. Hi Ruthie, I see you. I see you all in the comments. I see you, Ruthie. I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays though, but I see you, Miss Ruthie from Real World.
Oh, shut up. Is that Ruthie?
Yeah.
Bitch. I loved her season, bitch.
She was everything. I remember meeting Ruthie so long ago. It was like almost right when I moved to LA. And sweetest girl, tiniest of things, but like so sweet. And I was like, oh, I love her. But I haven't seen her in a while though.
It's
But
really cool when you meet people and you're in there like exactly what you need them to be. They're fucking cool and chill and
yeah. And like humble as shit and like, I like when people are just straight up down to earth people and approachable because
yes.
approachable is key. Um,
Yes.
so with drag, because a lot of people don't know that like I've been around drag since I was 18. My best friend, Luscious, who was like Miss Gay America, I think 2007. Like that was my initial thing in the drag. And what I always appreciated about her was that she was never one thing. Every time she came out and hit the stage, it was a new mix, a new costume, a new presentation of drag. Mm-hmm. And yeah, she could dance, but she could also just stand there and be in a moment. She could come up with like some crazy concept that you're always like, I never knew you could do that. So for me, that's what I always expected from queens. And so as the newer generation came up, no shade to the newer ones, I was just like, so now the queens are going to Charlotte Russe, buying a dress and doing the top 40 song. And like, that to me is not appreciating the art form of drag. Like, you can be so much more than that. So while I was at Mickey's, I did Project Drag. And that was one of the things that I encouraged the queens to do with each of the challenges was to like push themselves so that way they could stand on the heels of like you and Raven and Angina and, all these other queens that have, been put on a pedestal because of Drag Race and some rightfully so. But like, you have to be able to stand in a show with them and look like you're supposed to be there.
That part.
So that's why I can never do drag because although, she's a good performer, it's just not.
Oh, I see what you be doing. I've seen Thomasina, and I see what you be doing even without the wig.
Sometimes you don't need a wig.
Honey. Rhea didn't wear a wig for many of years, honey.
Oh, okay. So speaking of Rhea, tonight you're doing Quarantine Queens, which I tell you, I have been getting my entire life at these. Someone said, it might have been you, said that these queens are putting more into these IG shows than they ever have.
No, it wasn't me. It was Jasmine Masters.
Jasmine,
and I was in the comments laughing.
I knew it was one of y'all bitches, but you know what? It's like these IG shows, I feel like have like rejuvenated the queens into being creative. Like when you using the backyard as like your stage and like coming through and using props and stuff, I'm like, we gonna expect to see that once we get out of quarantine.
Are you still gonna bring that same energy when we get back into the club? That's yet to be seen. We'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. I haven't been in drag and well, I didn't do drag a week before quarantine, so it's almost been like 2 weeks for me now.
Oh, do you still remember how to do
it? See, the funny thing is, whenever I get a couple days off of drag, I always feel like I forget how to do my makeup. So I'm like, ooh, tonight's gonna be very interesting trying to get into drag. It's been so long, so I'm like, I'm excited because that's what I do. It's my living. It's what I've done for 18 years. Like, I love performing, so I'm ready to like get in there and do some shit tonight.
Do you have props and backdrop settings? And
No, see, the thing is, if you've noticed, some of these girls, they're not alone. There are other people with them, and I live alone, so I don't have someone to hold the camera and give me different angles and follow me around and shit. So I'm gonna have to try to like get a little creative with it. I'm trying to figure out right now how I'm gonna set up shit, but I'm excited for the show tonight.
what is it that you, besides performing, what do you love about drag? Because I feel like in order to be a drag queen, you have to really, really love the art form of it. So what do you love about it?
Besides the drink tickets and the Go-Go Boys, I just love making people smile. I love making people laugh. I enjoy facilitating people's nighttime experience. You know, that brings a lot of joy to me, because I know a lot of people go out for the specific reason of they need escape from what's going on in their lives. And I'm a part of making their lives better by being a presence within that space. And that's my job, is to let people forget for a little bit and celebrate and bring joy. So that's what I love about it.
Same. Like the one thing I always liked about just performing and now hosting is just being able to make someone laugh for a second and just like enjoy themselves and enjoy life and just have a little escape from whatever their reality is. Because, you know, we're in trying times, even before this whole quarantine thing. And sometimes it's just good to like laugh and like let go and not be so serious.
I posted yesterday my Golden Girls tribute with the fleshlight and the lube yesterday, and it was a cute, funny Kiki, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna post this, because I had it on my story first, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on my feet on my wall, and then I started getting like negative comments from it, and people were like, you have no class. How I would never expect this from you, and la la la. And I'm like, you do realize the whole world has stopped because of a virus.
Yeah.
People have lost their jobs. People are at risk of losing their homes.
Yeah.
I think the last thing we need to be doing is poking fun at me for trying to make people forget for a second and laugh about something. I think a lot of people take things so seriously, and they're just so quick to judgment. It's ridiculous, the world that we live in right now.
I think it's just this generation, because let me tell you, let me go in the archives and pull out the TV shows and comedy specials and stuff we grew up on, and then let them watch it, and then let me know how offended you about to be. Because we were able to see the humor in things that people were saying. We saw the humor in like some of these TV shows that really touched on some taboo things that everyone now is like, ooh, you can't say that, ooh, don't do that. But that's made us stronger. And sometimes when people say something, we're like, what else? Because that doesn't offend me. Now everyone is all offended.
It's become this I want to say that it's a desensitized sensitivity. Like, people are just so like extremely uber sensitive about shit, and it's like, you know what? Things could be fucking worse. Things are fucking worse, and they were worse. Things are a lot better than it was fucking 10 years ago. So, you know, I need people to fucking just take a step back and breathe sometimes, because it's just ridiculous. I'm like, oh my God, why are you attacking your own people? Why are you attacking people within Umbrella? Why are you nitpicking at things? Like, it's like, oh my God, you guys, live life. We only got one.
And have fun with it.
And stop trying to change other people's perceptions and visions and trying to shape them to your fucking mold. I'm not your fucking person. Like, I'm my person. Let me be me, and let me experience my experiences the way I want to.
Who that Trey talking about made him call me?
I don't know. Who is that?
I don't know. Somebody named Juan.
Hi, Juan.
Oh, Well, make sure you call him.
Look, I ain't got nothing else to do but fucking call and answer fucking calls right now. So if trade is trying, honey, these are the moments.
Look,
These are moments now.
listen, if you've been eyeing that trade for the past couple of months and you ain't figured out a way to like talk to him, now is the time because ain't nobody got nothing to do.
Here, shoot your shot now.
Now.
Once the band is lifted and we have to go back to normal life, honey, you never know what might happen.
Look, come out of this. Look, be like Love is Blind. Come out of this with a man.
Can we talk about this damn show?
Can we? Yes.
I don't believe it's real.
It is, though.
I don't think it's real.
Because, okay, here's the thing, and I don't know if you knew this. You know they filmed that back in 2018, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they didn't just film this. This has already been filmed. So, like Cameron and Lauren and Barnett and Amber have been married for the past year and a half, and they're still married.
But that could be like a contract thing.
Would you want to be contracted to be with somebody for a year and a half?
Let me tell you this. I would love to be married to someone right now so I can have a tax cut, bitch. I would love a break, honey. Yes, go ahead and get me a dependent, bitch. I'm ready. Honey, we can arrange marriage, bitch, and I could get some check from it, bitch. I'm down. I'm down. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I'm not playing. Like, ain't nobody really trying to date me right now or really trying to hold me down. So ain't nothing like a divorce, bitch. We could get that. That's fine.
we can get up out of this. This ain't life.
We ain't stuck for real.
This just a hot minute. But I mean I look at like Lauren and Cameron and I'm like, I think the Lord blessed. It was like the right place, right time, because they are like super cute with each other.
Well, he's cute. She's cute too, but him cute. I saw that picture.
Which one?
I had to do my investigation. I had to go. As soon as you tagged him the other day in your story, I was like, oh, I didn't think about looking at his Instagram. I said, hold on. And I started scrolling. I said, oh, she got body too?
Yes. Yeah. You must be talking about that one picture of him standing in the ocean.
Oh, he was at in that blue water. And then, bitch, during the reunion, honey, how he was sitting, he had that meat package just plump and juicy, bitch. I was like, I was like, fucking, how he got all this meat? Oh my God. Oh my God.
That explains why he's able to date black women.
Because you remember when she was talking to her friend about it, honey, she said, but he's white. She said, but.
That's right.
I said, oh,
look, that's all we needed to know.
I said, hold on, I'm gonna have to slide in them DMs, honey. I'm gonna put on this wig, honey, and send him a little message, girl. You like the chocolate bitches.
Put on the wig and be like, hi.
I was talking to my woman, but hi, I'm Tammy. Hi, nice to meet you.
Come on, Tammy.
Yeah, my woman name is Cammy. It's short for Camille.
Bitch, I hate you. Not Cammy, short for Camille. Get out. Find the nearest door and get out. Okay, so oh wait. Couple more questions. And then I'm gonna ask you, because there are some people who need some advice. And I know that you are very opinionated.
I love giving advice.
I'm gonna ask you your thoughts on a couple of things, but if All Stars called, would you do it?
I get asked this all the time. That's like if Ed McMahon showed up at your doorstep with a fucking check talking about you won the lottery. Are you gonna open up the door and let him in? Bitch, yes. Absolutely, bitch. I'd be a fool if I ever told Drag Race, no, I'm cool. No, thank you for considering me, but no, thank you.
But no, thank you. What would you do anything differently if you got sent to All Stars? Is there anything would you do it differently than season 10?
See, I was happy with what I did at season 10, but
Mm-hmm.
I learned a big lesson after I rewatched it with everyone else. Because when you're there, your experience is different than what you watch.
Yeah.
And I learned, you know, if you give TV, you can stay on TV.
See, you were trying to be too much of a white woman.
I went in there and I was like, this is a competition.
Right.
And bitch, I'm a slay. I'm here and give them competition.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh no, you're not giving competition. You need to get competition and you need to
TV.
get TV.
Yeah.
And TV wants you to be a certain way.
Yes.
So you can't just be nice and polite on the sidelines. No, sometimes you got to just start shit. Like if you watch my season, you see people start shit for no damn reason, and they stayed there a lot longer than me. So,
and you was over in the corner like, what?
Like, seriously, I was looking at people like, what the fuck is that bitch doing? Get down, sew something. Put some glue on. Go do some work. Why are you over here fighting people? Now I know.
See, now we gonna see the mayhem that we see on the interwebs. The one that's always the one. I see you do this. You walk by somebody, hey, drop a post and be like, okay, bye.
I said, you know, it was a shame because I remember like hearing people would tell me like after they watched my season, they were like, I didn't feel that was you. We know you as Mayhem. Like,
yes,
no nonsense, cuss bitches out, talking about sucking dicks, doing this and doing that, and being the life of the party. And they're like, you didn't do that. And I was like, you know what? If I ever got called back, I was like, I would have to be very, very aware of not being aware.
Yeah.
Just letting loose and just being myself.
Exactly. Because people don't realize, like, we watch it from home and we're like, oh, that's easy. I can do that. But it's not that easy when you're actually in it. And especially seeing, 13 other bitches who, like, came from somewhere and thought, well, over here, everybody loves me. This is me. Like, I'm the shit. And then you like, wait a minute. Oh, you think
everybody in here the shit?
Yeah.
No, and it was even rougher for me because I walked in and was the shit, and everyone else knew I was the shit too. And so it was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you walked in, everybody was like, oh.
I don't think these girls don't like me. And I'll share this with you. There were a few that admitted to me after the show. They were like, I didn't really care for you because I knew who you were. And I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. That whole time I was there, I was like, these bitches do not like me.
And they didn't like you because they saw you as competition and they were like, no, she got to go.
Which led to a lot of me not really being social in that workroom because I was like, oh, you know, because I'm the type of person, I'm like, if you don't care for me, I don't care for you.
Right. Like, I'm not about to give you this energy.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay over here and slay my way, and you do what you do. And yeah, that played a big part in it. I was just like, I was getting those vibes of I don't feel you, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool.
It's like, well, I don't feel you either, so back. Carry on, bitches. All right, so enough about that. Now it's time for a fun little segment called Ask May May.
Okay.
I actually have some people who sent in some advice that they'd like from you.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, I feel like Andy Cohen, bitch, I got my cue card. Oh, wait, did you froze? Did you? No, there she go. Blink twice so that I know your internet's still working. Oh, there she. All right, so Tiffany from South Carolina wants to know, how do I help a teenager get over losing a close friendship?
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is a really difficult one for me because I recently did lose a good friendship.
Oh no.
And you remember. Think totally 90s.
Say no more. Got it.
My advice with that is try. Just try to salvage your friendship, because if you really do care about someone and you value their position in your life, you would work to make sure that it lasts. And and if you try and it still doesn't get there, then you know that it's something that you might have to let go in.
Yeah. Or sometimes you have to recognize that maybe where you held that person is not where they hold you. And so sometimes you have to recognize that and decide if that person deserves that spot in your life.
Mm-hmm.
If not, to salvage some sort of friendship, you have to
really like know people's places in your life. And sometimes, it doesn't mean that they have to be your bestie, that you're always together, you always have to do everything together. Sometimes you just have to be like, you know what? You're my friend that I could depend on for this.
Yeah.
And you're my friend that can do this, because that's how I have my friends. They all are filed in how emotionally they satisfy me. And so there's people that I know that I could talk to and call right now and they will drop everything for me. And then there's people that I know are specifically only there for me to hang out with and have a good Kiki at a party. And then there's people that I know have my mom and my dad's fucking phone numbers. There are certain people that you should just know the placement of where your friends are. It doesn't mean that you love them less or love them more. Some people are just good for certain things. And then you also have to remember, sometimes people are seasonal. Someone is probably there for a season in your life to teach you a lesson, and then that relationship dissolves. And because there's like people that I've been friends with for a long time that it's just the friendship is not the same anymore. It doesn't mean I don't love them, but they're just not right for me in this moment in my life. And I'm not right for them as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck, Tiffany, with your teenager. All right. So Josh in Los Angeles says, I have a job where lots of people rely on me, but the job is ruining my life. How do I make the decision to leave and not disappoint the people who rely on me?
Oh, God. Are these people like friends of mine who know exactly what I'm going through in life? God damn. This is a really hard one, too.
Yeah.
I guess I would say to Josh is, if he's not happy, he needs to go where he's happy. Yeah.
True.
And be smart about it too, because the thing is, you can't perform at your best potential if you're not in a happy place.
Yes.
So you can't succeed in life if you're not feeling it. So if you're working somewhere that's not giving you that joy and you're not excited, you're not going to produce good fruit. So don't expect good labor, or don't expect good fruit when the labor is not good either. So just go where you're happy, and and make sure you find something before you fucking leave what you got.
Yeah. Don't leave what you got.
Don't leave yet. Get something lined up first, and then make the transition. But you shouldn't allow someone's dependency on you to stop you from doing what you should be doing.
I agree. And I feel like with any job, especially if you are giving 110%, you want to feel valued. You want to feel like they see you as a valuable person. And if you don't sense that, then you kind of get into this, well, then why am I giving 110% to people who don't appreciate it? So
if you don't appreciate me, honey,
I gotta go. Or on the flip side, if you recognize that and just know how to deal with it so that you're not going home feeling like, oh, I hate this job, then by all means do what you got to do. Because sometimes people find the silver lining and are able to deal. Because trust me, I've learned how to do that.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Let me tell you, old Tony used to be rah, 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 rah. New Tony is like, okay, if I'll let it play out, but you'll see it my way soon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I used to be that way too, and I learned really quick. Why am I working myself up when that other person is not affected at all by what I'm going through? I'm sitting here taking on all that energy, and I'm frustrated, and this person's just doing what they want to do, and they don't give a damn. They don't care. So now I'm just like, you know what? You do you, and I'm gonna do me, and you'll eventually leave. So, I will find a way. You will go.
You will leave.
You will be removed from my space, honey, because I will not be disturbed no more, honey.
But are you using essential herbs?
Now, if you use the herbs, honey, now you know I take my oregano every morning, bitch.
All right. I have a few more.
Okay.
This one's easier. Tammy from North Hollywood wants to know, what are your thoughts on eyelash extensions? Should I get them? What are the alternatives?
No. No. Absolutely not. And this is the reason why. They use an adhesive glue that is like a cement that will hold to, it bonds to your lashes, and it will hold, yes. You'll have those lashes for a good while, but you take the risk of taking out your own natural lash as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then after a while, when you have them, they get wet, and then you have to like recurl them and stuff. It's a lot more maintenance when you could just get falsies and just plop them on and take them off. You know. Yep.
You can, and then
and you're good. So I always tell people just get a simple false lash and take it off when you want. You know.
When you're done. Yeah. All right, so, this is a good one.
Oh, shit.
All right. Ronnie from Los Angeles wants to know.
Okay.
As a gay man approaching 40 and wanting to get back in the dating scene, do you suggest using apps? And if so, how do I find men around my age and not these millennials looking for a dad?
Okay. As a gay man approaching my 40s soon.
How soon?
I still have a few more years. I'm getting there, though. But I'm aging well, so I'm not mad.
Black don't crack.
And it sure doesn't. Not in my family, shit.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess, like, I wish things were different. I wish it was how it was back in the day where you went out and you naturally, organically met people at the bar. Mm-hmm. Now with the apps, I don't like using apps because I don't feel that people there are serious about dating. I think people are just there for hookups. And I'm not the hookup type of guy. Like, I want to go on a date with you. I need it to be fucking you really trying to court me and get to know me, because at the end of the day, what's the point of dating if you're not, the end goal is not to find love. I want to find love. I want to find a partner that I could be with for the rest of my life. Yeah. You know? So my advice is to get the apps, because you never know, because some people do find love on them. Just keep that option open for yourself, but still try to meet people organically, you know? Yeah. Once this epidemic is over and we could go back to our regularly scheduled programs, go back to the bars and try to meet people. But yeah, use the filters on your apps. Make sure you're not getting these young people who are just looking for someone to support them.
Yes. I often feel like people are so stuck on their type and what they're generally attracted to, that when someone who is not their type they connect with, they still don't go for it because they're working so hard to find someone that when they enter a room, everyone's heads turn and it's like, oh, how you get that person? Oh, who is that? And it's like, does that really matter at the end of the day? Or do you want to wake up with someone who is 100% devoted to you and is very interested in you and you have a very strong connection?
I think it's just sad because I think that there is this push that has been placed upon us as gay men that a certain type of man is what is appealing and what is only acceptable, you know, and as a standard of beauty or, you know, sexy. And I'm all about finding someone that's a good match for me, because the one thing you can find pretty fucking a dime a dozen. You can find someone, honey, you can order it online. You can fucking you could buy whatever you want these days, honey. You can get superficial face value like that, but can you find someone with quality and substance, someone who's actually going to be able to talk to you at the late hours of the night about real shit? Are you going to find someone who you're not embarrassed to take home to your fucking family? Like, I'm very much about finding quality, and someone asked me this last night or yesterday about being single, and you know, am I sad about it? And I'm like, I'm absolutely never sad about being single, because I'm not alone. I have people around me that love me, and I have interactions with people that mean shit to me. I'd rather spend my intimate moments with someone who is important.
Yes.
And not just something for a moment being or a photo op. I don't want that, because that's just not real.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not going to, because we can really dive into that. I'm like a bridge over troubled waters. I'm just gonna wade through it.
baby, honey, the kids don't like when I have to speak truth about themselves, because sometimes people don't like to have a mirror fucking placed in front of them.
This is
a lot of those guys who say, "Oh no, I'm looking for love and I'm looking for something meaningful." No, you're actually not, because every person I see you with is someone who looks exactly like you.
Exactly like you.
Exactly like you, and it never works out because you guys are only dating for 2 weeks, and then it's over with. And then I'm like, you're not actually looking for love. You're looking for right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so strange in our community how many couples, like, you see them and you're like, I see why y'all chose each other, because y'all look just like each other. Like, you know, the fit body, the same face, same height. Like, you look like, I'm questioning whether or not you need to go to Ancestry.com and spit in a cup to make sure y'all ain't related.
Baby. Can we?
But listen, if that's the love you want, I'm gonna pray on it for you. But however, I want someone that I want to feel connected with someone. I want to feel like we know each other. I want to feel like when I open my eyes every morning that I'm thankful and lucky to have you, and you feel the same way about me. Period.
That's it.
Someday my prince will come. In the meantime, I'll wait.
No, I told you, and I've been telling everybody else, honey, we just got to leave here. We got to leave here. Because every other country I go to, I kid you not. It's not the same, bitch.
Oh, I'm fully aware, because when I'll have a gig outside of LA, and like all of a sudden it's like people are like, "Hey," and I'm like,
"Me?
You
told me?"
They're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, hey." Like, they treat you so differently, and it's like they do want to connect with you. They do want to bond with you. They do find you attractive. Where here, it's like everybody's looking for Channing Tatum.
Well, I think the problem is it's LA, and LA gays are a special breed.
Yeah. You know what? I've always said this. Like, if your type is Channing Tatum, there are dozens of people that look like Channing Tatum here in LA, and all you got to do is weed through them till you find the one that I guess works for you. But if you somewhere else and want to date Channing Tatum, you might not have that option. So you got to find a better connection. So good luck to everybody. And if you like what you see, both Mayhem and I are single. You can slide in the DMs at Lounging with Tony and at the Only Mayhem.
We can date via FaceTime since we're stuck in the house for another 2 weeks maybe.
Quarantine, but at least when you get out, you might have a man.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. Okay. I have 3 more.
Okay.
Okay. Kim in Atlanta wants to know, how do I gain the confidence of a drag queen? Because drag queens are very confident people, and I've always heard a lot that when people do get in drag, the persona of their drag persona makes them feel confident. So I think, it's like she wants to know, like, how do I have the confidence of a queen?
I tell people that, yeah, sometimes drag does waken that inner beast that's there. But you have to have that inner beast within you already. You have to have just a little bit of that self-confidence, that outrageousness. You have to have that little bit of something already underlined, And
Yeah.
It's all about working with yourself and getting to a point where you're comfortable with who you are, no matter what, and letting that light shine through. It's not so much about the makeup and the hair and the stage or anything. It all has to do with yourself and getting to the point where you are happy and embracing that. Yeah.
I think we all have confidence within ourselves. I think it's tapping into that and getting rid of the stuff that blocks that, so that you can just be confident in yourself and not allow anyone else to come in and take that confidence away from you.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Angel in Los Angeles wants to know, how can I keep my skin clear after using a ton of makeup?
I get asked about skincare a lot, and my routine is, and I tell every drag queen, I don't keep it a secret. The best thing you can do is keep your face clean. As soon as the show is done, get some makeup remover. A lot of people use different things. Makeup remover, baby wipes, whatever. My go-to is dish soap. If I could find some dish soap, it takes off all the makeup.
You are truly black.
All the makeup. Oh, baby. Baby, I grew up when my grandmother used to use dish soap for our baths when I was a kid. Like,
oh yeah,
that's nothing strange to me to use dish soap for your body. I know it's a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's rough on your skin. I'm like, but the bitch is clean.
Yep. Look,
if it could get the dirt and grime and grease off of a pot, baby, you gonna know your whole body is clean, bitch.
Bitch, I said when I was at Target and I was trying to find hand soap, I was like, I got a big bottle of dish soap. I don't need no hand soap. Oh, Mayhem, if you come around this corner with...
What's that say? Dish soap, bitch. Honey, I couldn't find hand soap nowhere, bitch. I said, what am I doing? Why am I so bougie all of a sudden? Bitch, the soap suds. It means it's cleaning. So get the fucking dish soap, bitch.
Because that's going to work just the same, bitch. We going to be all right.
I'm over here healthy as a bug, bitch. I'm cool.
Okay, last one. Benita from Inglewood wants to know, as a woman of color, how do I find the correct makeup to match my skin tone?
Ooh.
Because you know we 50 Shades of Black.
Baby. I tell people, honey, we're highly melanated, honey, but hyperpigmentation is fucking there too. So I'm like, I have places that I'm like a little bit lighter and a little bit darker and stuff. So when I used to work at the counter, a lot of makeup people would be like, oh, test it on your hand. Test it on your hand and see how it blends. Bitch, you cannot test on your hand because your hand is a different color than your fucking face. So always test right there where your cheek is. Do a little swipe. Do several swipes because some colors have different undertones, and you could come up being gray, green, or orange, depending on what you pick. But always never be scared to ask a beauty expert. You know, if you're at a counter buying makeup, ask a question. That's what they're there for, and they will help you out.
All right, well, maybe two things about to happen. This live is probably going to end in a second because we've been talking about almost an hour.
Oh my God.
So there's that, but I also know you have to get ready for Quarantine Queens. So if you guys want to check Mayhem out, make sure you go to Ray of the Trays Instagram. She'll be performing tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see, I had to do that with my fingers.
Yeah, you said 3 more hours. Okay.
And she got to go get ready. She got to take a nap. She got to eat. She got to, you know, do all the things. Well, May, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And
I appreciate you.
I'm going to tune into the show because I want to see what stunts you're going to pull out.
Well, I can't wait. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm excited.
I'm sure I will.
All right, you guys tune in tonight. I'll see you at 8 o'clock.
Yay! Bye, May.
Bye.
Oh, all right. So that was my Kiki with Mayhem Miller. Again, make sure you like her, follow her, check her out tonight for Quarantine Queens with Ray on the Tray. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. Love all of you, and we'll see you back here in an hour with my special guest Vincent, who you know from Fox's The Four. He's a talented singer-songwriter, and we're going to talk about some creative endeavors that he's up to now. So we'll see you guys in a second. Bye, y'all.